Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to our video. So we're going to open this one up by fighting boss Superman over here with Manta. And yeah, sorry if throughout this video I'm not sounding like I'm having the best day, because I'm not, because yesterday I've been partying a bit too hard with the boys and now I'm definitely feeling it. But nevertheless, we're going to go up against this man and see how it goes. With Manta, I never fought this man with Manta. I do have my shield and hopefully I'm gonna keep that up, though it doesn't really look like it's gonna stay up for long. And I really want to trigger his passive. And for that we need more power. Bro, I hate that swipe attack into a jump attack. Like, what is that? That should be illegal. Okay, thanks. Super move. Yeah, by the way, yesterday's video, I thought he removed the Raven Darkness with his special one. However, that's not the case. He removed the Raven Darkness by damaging Raven, because the damage splits to all the targets in the team. So Raven took a bunch of damage and triggered Darkness in order to kill herself. So my mistake in that regard. No, I lost the power. I triggered because of Puppet of Zatanna, because this man is sitting at all times on like 4 negative effects. So if I use like 2 different specials, each one of them is gonna put 1 negative effect on him. Bro, he combo interrupted my ass. What is that? Also, it's a bit hard to trigger that thing. Yeah, I don't think we killed him. My bad there. And Manta's kind of running out of health. Okay, I finally triggered that. Okay, this is some serious damage here. Should have focused on triggering that so much sooner. Please stun. Yes, we stunned. I lost the power in the process, but I don't really care. One more stun and he's dead. Come on. Yeah, I should have really focused on triggering that thing at the start of the fight, but I managed to kill him. So that's good. Let's take a look at the reward. Oh wow, White Canary and Amulet of Metahuman, that's amazing. Okay, so here I want to try something out that I don't think I've ever tried since the release of Robin King. So we have Robin King here with Puppet, obviously, could get that fast trigger. Then I have Batman on the Drown here. With Hand of Zatanna, I'm gonna try and use Hand of Zatanna and see how that goes. It's gonna be only level 3 one, but it's going to give me damage against target, which is pretty solid, pretty good. And on Arkham Knight Batman, I guess I can put a Beta Club, because by putting a Beta Club, it'll allow me to trigger the Robin King infinite power much faster. If I had another passive stat artifact, I would put it, but I only have 1 puppet at the moment. Not even a level 1 spare puppet. But yeah, very curious to see how Hand of Zatanna performs with Robin King. Oh, he's immune to dots. So never mind, the Beta Club is not doing anything. Come on, give me infinite power. There we go. Let's try... Oh, my bad. I thought Batman the Drown was on that tag button. Might as well super move. Oh, I double tapped by mistake. I think somebody asked me in the comments why I don't... Oh, that super move was not ideal to be tanked. Somebody in the comments asked me why I don't double tap the Robin King pass third special to get more percentage hull damage, because I don't like doing that. Because it wastes a lot of your Price's energy bar. And yeah, it does more damage, it does more percentage hull damage, but at the cost of not doing that much damage with another thing, so doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, we got the negative effect on him, and he's just sitting there because... Excuse me for that again. Yeah, I got Robin King killed. Bro, the phone call distracted me. But yeah, look, the damage from the Hand of Zatanna is decent. And right now we still have some victim debuff on him. Oh, come on. Though, Robin King really makes Hand of Zatanna usable. Because with Hand of Zatanna, whenever you put this debuff on the enemy, it has a very bad mechanic where the enemy can't really do anything but use specials. And that's not really what you want to see. I don't want the enemy randomly doing specials against me. And that was the biggest problem, like, it gives you a bit of damage, but could be only used by, let's say, League of Anarchy, because they would stun lock the enemy target. So the enemy couldn't really do anything and be annoying to you, because the thing that was supposed to help you actually is not helping. But with this, disabling all his specials means that he can't really make use of the annoying part of the chain debuff. Not always, at the very least. Whenever my passive is active, he's not gonna be able to do that. And that's pretty good. I missed the... Oh, he revived! Why do I always forget that he revives whenever Batman the Drone triggers passive? Yeah, we could have killed this man. Regardless, killing him was not necessarily the point, but wanted to test the interaction between those two things, and it works. I'm gonna try to play better next time. Look, I'm not having the best of days, I'm sorry for the gameplay. I'm gonna go with my new favorite League of Anarchy setup, where I have Puppet on Zatanna, and in order to trigger that Puppet fast and get the Zatanna things out of the way, we're going to also have Beta Club on EPI, because it adds 2 negative effects to the enemy. Boy, I've been enjoying Beta Club in this soul raid far more for the purpose of setting up negative effects than anything else. Though I think we have a bit of a problem, and that small problem is just a small inconvenience. It's that we're gonna die, though it's okay. I was actually not sure if she would kill Zatanna, but she did. Well, 110% damage is all we're gonna get, so we better be happy with that. Super move. She does do a ton of damage, mainly because of the lethal hits. Ooh, I was scared there. She almost one-shot my Harley by a block special. Let's try and push her to the corner and see how much damage I can get. I should have really used the Steam on Green Arrow, because I think there I would have been able to tank the super move. Or what I should have done better is, instead of the convenience of Beta Club on API, which is not doing absolutely anything at the moment, I should have rather put an entropy or a region matrix on API, so that API would be able to tank the super move for the team. Well, too late for those kind of plans, because Zatanna's already dead and there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, the damage here will be kind of low. Like, Zatanna was a huge part of my damage. Her damage buff and her percentage hull damage are definitely missed here. It's to the point where normally I would get close to doing 2 billion damage. With Zatanna functioning well and doing her job here, I think I'm not gonna get far above 1 mil damage. Art special 2. And I can actually combo and chop her until I power generate a bit more. There we go. A bit of a delay on that third special could have been blocked. It wouldn't matter too much because it was close to the end of the fight, but if that happens at the start and Harley dies because of it, that's bad. However, we did a decent amount of damage here. I'm relatively happy with this. I'm going to use Batman Ninja Grodd versus her. So yeah, I've been spreading a bit of misinformation by mistake with this team. So I had a fight using this team where I had a good amount of dot damage from Grodd, and it seemed to work very well. And then the damage dropped by a lot, and that was because we lost the negative effects applied by the puppet that gave me damage against target. That's why the huge damage loss. And Grodd seems to be fine, I guess. Actually, this is building up to be a lot more damage than I got the first time around using him. We'll see how this fight progresses, but it's looking very optimistic. I could have tanked that with Brainiac because of all the attack reduction debuffs. But yeah, Grodd plus Brainiac seems to be working to an extent. I'm not sure they're fully fixed. Not 100% sure, but they seem to be working fine. And yet again, I'll test this again right now. Okay, got 10 stacks. Grodd, get your ass in there. And let's get her to the corner and let's start stacking. Oh yeah. It's going great though. Yet again, I'll eventually lose the buffs from puppets. Because there's some negative effects on her that make me do more damage against targets that are left over from Brainiac stacking. And now my damage decreased, because those are most likely gone. And it might be me overestimating the power of the artifacts that I currently have, and this might be the normal Grodd damage, though I was expecting it to be a bit higher. And it's a bit weird, because I was kind of reaching those values before starting to stack lethal with Brainiac. Hold on a second. Okay, so look, I don't know what's up with this. I'm either stupid or I'm not understanding something here. Those are the dot values that I'm getting from Grodd before trying to stack with Brainiac. This is on 0 Brainiac stacks. And 0 puppets, negative effects or anything, I'm getting 11 to 13 mil. Then I take Brainiac in. I'm gonna get decent damage, eventually, whenever I tag Grodd back in. All the way up to 20 mil, which is a reasonable increase from the amount I had previously. Like, that looked for a second normal. See, 22 mil per second, this looks normal. This looks fine, this looks how it's supposed to look. And then it falls all the way down to 13 mil. And yet again, people are chalking that up to the puppet stacks expiring. And that's a good argument. I think Devo said that. Because I talked to him about this. But where are my Brainiac stacks? Where are they? Like, he definitely is stacking from Robin, as we saw at the start, but he's no longer receiving stacks from Brainiac, because look, we're capping at 11 mil. And this is kind of the same damage I was doing before using Brainiac. See? Maybe even higher, 13 mil. So what was the point of me stacking Brainiac? Like, I get it that the dot damage here is most likely higher, and then going ahead and disappearing, because I lost the puppet stacks. But why is there absolutely zero difference afterwards between having and not having those Brainiac lethal stacks? That's what I'm wondering. That's the thing that's very weird. Let me know in the comments about this thing, what you guys think, how you guys feel about this whole thing. But Grodd is weird. Or Brainiac is weird, because now he's definitely stacking from Robin, as we saw at the start, but he doesn't care about the Brainiac lethal stacks. Okay, so this is another team that I'm most likely gonna regret using Raven with Mr. Freeze. Like, Sword of Sin on Raven, Beta Claw, Mr. Freeze, what could go wrong? Puppet. Puppet could go wrong because I have to put Puppet on something to get passive stats from it, but it's going to trigger me in and out of power constantly, most likely, and that's going to be extremely annoying. So with the Raven negative effect from the Darkness applying and the Sword of Sin, maybe I'll be able to actually hold that. It's still no benefit to me because if I'm triggering infinite power with Power Girl equipped with it, I'm gonna get some benefit out of it. Like, I'm gonna get a huge burst of power at some point, but that's everything I'm getting. And in exchange for that, what I have to trade is the insecurity of having a chance to lose absolutely all my power at any moment. Bro, how did you not get frozen there? This is really not optimal, constantly losing power like this. Most likely I'm still gonna be fine, most likely I'm still gonna do all the damage I need to do. But this is heavily inconvenience. Also, can you like get frozen? I'm pretty sure he's not immune to stuns or freezes or anything. Can you like crit? There we go, 70 mil per second, I'm quite happy with this. He's frozen again. Not a crit, he's gonna get unfrozen soon, I think. Okay, 100 mil per second, yeah, this went well enough, and I'm very far from fully stacking Mr. Freeze too. But I really don't like the puppet thing randomly triggering while it's equipped on our character. Like, when the puppet released, it being able to trigger while being put on any character of the team I thought would be maybe a good thing, but it's kind of the worst thing about the artifact. Okay, so here we have Vixen with Beta Club for the negative effects and her with Sword of Salvation for some power generation and King with Puppet. I'm gonna be able to trigger Puppet very fast because King does very good damage with Puppet active but is very bad at activating it. So Vixen is going to put 3 negative effects on the enemy. King is gonna put 1 that's gonna stay for long with his super move, because it disables the enemy's super move. And yeah, ideally we want to do that at full stacks and get more damage out of it, but it's gonna be very good for the purpose I need it here, done a bit early. And all King needs to do, absolutely everything he needs to do, is whenever I attack him in and use a special, actually trigger 1 single negative effect from Puppet. That's all he has to do. Oh, never mind. Never mind. All that plan... Bro, I legit used a similar logic today, earlier. Though I managed to trigger it regardless, but yeah, Beta Club, it will not put negative effects on this man, because no dot damage, is immune to dot damage. Beta Club was worthless. And this is the second time today I'm using the same logic and being wrong against the same boss. I told you guys, today is really not my day. But maybe it is, because we got this triggered, despite my best efforts, we actually had a smooth time triggering King. I guess level 8 Puppet is starting to feel good, though the only time when Puppet will really feel good and fair will be at level 10, when we have that guaranteed chance to trigger negative effects. Until then, it's still gonna be a bit iffy for me, but this went well. And I'm just throwing those tridents in this man. There we go, that's a cleanup, and that's the last fight of this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go to sleep again, and yeah, goodbye!